Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense for the Vikings, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for a
long time.
No doubt.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose That little touch pass, they saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Throwing is Rodgers. Being chased out left. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Call it a gain of... Four on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Vikings sit 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing.
Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. That's complete. Puts it on the carpet. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
He'll buy some time right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in, and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
They try again with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Here's a diving catch right side. Just a gain of a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd and goal. Rodgers, flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This one fielded at the 5. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they?
Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. And a throw right sideline is complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful.
If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Rodgers again now. Escaping the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break at the football, get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
74 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Again, it's Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense...
Touchdown, Packers! A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Rodgers to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
And they get the guard, John Runyon.
No move for the kicker. They'll still go for 2, this time from the 12. Now Rodgers. And he's brought down. And this is going to be caught. And how about that? Even after snapping it from back there, they still convert for the 2 points.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Back to throw, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right.
A check down here to Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He's back to throw. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. Extra point forthcoming. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds of this ball game.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Packers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they will fall to a similar mark